So you ask a man when he comes home from work, how was your day today, hon? And we're expecting the story. And he says, it was a good day, it was a bad day, it was really challenging, or he's really pissed. And that's it. I mean, he just told you. And for him to give you the story of it, it's like it makes him relive it. And the last thing he wants to do is relive it, especially if it's been a hard day. Maybe if it's been a successful day, he'd be willing to. Men and women communicate differently. Manglish and womanglish. It's like German and French. If you don't know each other's language, it's like you're just ships passing. And eventually you come to me as a marriage counselor, and the first problem in most relationships is the communication breakdown. So if we can understand, men, what we need from you is a few more words. So if your wife says, how was your day? If you only give her a couple words, we think you're mad. She thinks you're mad at her. Because when we women talk to each other, we said, how was your day? How was the party? And we do all this sharing and talking and who was there and what they were wearing and what the food was. And we know we're in good stead with that girlfriend. If we ask a girlfriend, how was the party? And she goes, it was fun. Something's wrong. Well, who was there? Oh, the usual people. Oh, we're dying inside now. Well, what did you guys do? It's like now we're starting to pull things out of her. Now we're the detective. And basically we know she's pissed at us for some reason. And we don't come right out and say, listen, you're not sharing. Are you upset with me? Did I do anything? Honest, open communication is the best, but we tend not to. So when you men say, yeah, it was a pretty good day, the first place we women go is he gave me no information. I want to share your life with you. I want to experience the good and the bad with you. And you gave me nothing. So then we're going to ask you, and we're going to ask you, which is like really irritating to you because you already told us. So brothers, I'm just sharing with you. It would be really good if you have a girlfriend, a mother, a sister, any woman on the planet. If she asks you a question, try and give her a paragraph. Okay? Try and give her at least one paragraph, at minimally 2 or 3 sentences rather than 1 or 2 word answers. She will be relaxed. She will be happy. She will know you're incorporating her into your life. And sometimes she might need more. And so what I've learned to do, and I guide the women, is to say, I'd like to know more about your day. And if this is not a good time, maybe you can share more later after dinner. Like maybe he needs food. And brothers, if she does that, she's telling you she didn't really feel you participating in your life with her. She needs more information. So brothers, you can do the same thing. If you ask her how her day was, and you know her, she's going to go on and on and on and on, and you really don't need all that. You just kind of are being loving. You're being kind. How was your day, honey? What you can do is you can say, I have about 15 minutes right now. Why don't we sit down at the table or sit down where you can actually touch her and say, I'd love to hear a little bit about your day. If you have no time, you can say, I would like to give you a hug, or you can open your arms, let me give you a hug, and then later tonight, can you share more about your day? So rather than having to listen, and we can tell when you're not listening because, you're not tracking. So all you have to do is to every now and then go, wow, that must have been difficult, or you don't have to fix it. Men, your DNA. You could start with little boys. They get a toy, and the first thing they do is take it apart, and they're not breaking it. Mom says, why are you breaking that toy? You break all your toys. And Dad goes, no, he's trying to figure out how it works and then put it back together. So Dad, you need to help him put it back together without leaving 2 or 3 pieces, which means you both might need to take it apart again and put it back together. So it's a naturalness for the masculine. And now I say masculine rather than little boy or man, because in every woman we have a masculine side, and that part of us wants to fix things. In every man you have a feminine side, and that feminine side is the part of you that wants to nurture, and you'll hold your little baby, and that soft, gentleness comes through with this beautiful masculine energy. I'm thinking of a billboard, and it used to be this beautiful masculine man, and he was holding this little baby, and it melted every woman's heart. Good marketing. Understand that as a man, if you're more in your feminine side, you're going to share more. You're going to talk more. I have couples come in, and they say, well, I think there's a role reversal here. Because he's the one who does all the talking. I'm the one who just, like, can I just say it's an okay day and then get on with my work? Well, I help them to understand, and it's exhausting. She's in her masculine, he's in his feminine. Some of the time that's okay, but to live there, it is exhausting for both men and women. Your soul chose to be in a man's body with a man's brain, left side, to communicate and to provide and protect. Women, we chose to be in a woman's body, if you like it or not. I'm not talking about who you make love to. I'm not talking about who your lovers are. I'm just talking, you chose to be in a particular gender. Yes, I'm using the term a male or a boy or girl, man, woman, masculine, gender. And I'm not talking about who you choose to have sex with or what clothes you choose to wear. I don't care if you cross-dress, but your teachings, your lessons, your soul wanted to learn it in that gender. So we need to understand as women what the power of femininity is and the beauty of it. And men, please, I'm going to be really kind of blunt. If you're not feeling a man, if you're not feeling masculine, if you're not feeling your prowess, then I invite you to take your balls out of her back pocket where she keeps sitting on them and get them back in your pants. Because if a woman doesn't respect who you are in your masculinity, she'll stop respecting you. She will not want to make love to you. And life becomes really unhappy. And the same thing, men, if you don't honor the feminine, if you don't nurture the garden and help her to produce this amazing expression of her nurturing. I mean, she can nurture books. She can nurture, being a physician. There's so many things. I'm not talking about the careers we chose. I'm talking about there's an energetic here. So communication, or how we communicate differently, if you can just understand, first of all, that you do communicate differently. You can help each other. You can come and work with me because I have all sorts of little clues that we can give to each other so that we can really be happy with each other. We can understand our communication with each other, and it doesn't have to lead to unhappiness, walls closing down, not wanting to be sexual, sleeping on opposite sides of the bed, eventually sleeping in separate bedrooms, eventually leading to divorce. And those divorces are never respectful. They're very hurtful because you both have been hurting for so long because you haven't understood each other. So I want to thank you for watching this, and you are welcome to contact me again on this page, remote or in office. And do me a favor, you can look in my bio, and I have quite a few different social media platforms besides YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And I really thank you for your time, and blessings.